next home builder's done things differently from day one. It started when three guys, all perfectionists and experienced in the building trade, got together to start a custom home and renovation company. And that was more than 5 years ago. If you look up their profile, you're going to find a company that prides itself as a builder and clients who pride themselves as homeowners. Mike Murray is one of the principals of Profile Custom Homes, and he's here with us in studio today. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
So you do custom homes now, but you've been in the building trade for 25 years. So where did you start?
Well, actually, I started as a skilled laborer back 25 years ago.
So one of those guys with the hammers and the
belts? I was on the ground with the belt, sweating it out there with the boys. From there, I went in and started out becoming a site supervisor for that company. They thought that I had a lot to offer, so then I was looking after 3 or 4 houses at the same time, still out on site every day. From there, I went inside, became an estimator, did that for probably 6-7 months, then became a project manager, which kind of looked after all aspects of the jobs, right from looking after the guy that was actually doing the estimating, looking after getting decisions, but from customers to the site supervisors. In the custom world, communication is very, very important. So we have to, make sure that all those decisions that come from the office get to the site and get implemented on the job. From there, that company, they didn't have any, they were just doing custom homes. So what I did is I started a renovation department. So I actually ran the renovation department, started it, ran it, and did all the project management for it. And then at that point, once it was probably about 20 years I was in the business, Joel was in the same company. We decided to get together and start Profile Custom Homes.
It makes perfect sense that you would do that because you literally know every single step of the process.
Yeah, I think going through it that way, I learned every aspect. So a lot of times what happens is if somebody starts in the business and they don't do any groundwork, they don't understand there's things like timetables, and again, communication. If you have a site supervisor that doesn't have the information, the job's not going to get done properly.
And then the customer loses in the end.
That's right. So we want to make sure that the line of communication flows all the time.
Well, we know what you bring to the table. Tell me about your other 2 business partners.
So my other 2 partners are Joel Atkinson and John Mole. Joel, again, he started out in business. He went to architectural technology school. He has a degree in architectural technology. Very knowledgeable in business sciences. So he's very passionate about the business. Both of us are very passionate about quality. We don't like to leave anything on the table as far as just good enough is not good enough for us. We want to make sure that the quality, when we walk away from a project, that the quality is infinite.
That's your name.
That's right. Our name is on everything. Attention to detail is what we have in our name, and that's what we bring to the table. John Mole is our business partner. John handles all the business aspects, marketing. John became our partner. Basically, Joel and I built his house, and it's one of those stories where, I like the company so much I bought it, but he actually became our partner.
Man, you hear some horror stories out there about people getting homes built. Maybe they're told they have to put 50% down, or the contractors don't show up. What can a customer expect when they sign up with you to build their home?
Well, first of all, if a contractor asks you for 50% down, run. Don't look back. There's absolutely no reason to put 50% down. There's, a good contractor should have a good solid base, a good business base that should, be able to. You shouldn't be paying for anything that's not done. Is what I'm trying to say. For us, what you can expect is that first of all, we like you to do your homework, learn about us. You should know the person across the table from you, and once that happens. If it's a goal with any contractor builder, you should get yourself a contract, and there should be a deposit, but it should be a refundable deposit, not a 50%, but some portion. Depends obviously on the scale of how big the job is. If it's $1 million job, $50,000 deposit, that type of thing.
That seems reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, and then it should also be refundable. So life changes, right? Something could happen. You could not build the house for some reason, then you should be able to get that deposit back.
Well, as customers, we get so focused on what it looks like, the tiles and the kitchen cabinets, but truly what's really important is what's behind the walls, right?
Right, exactly. So I think for us, we're, a lot of people now are watching a lot of these shows, and they understand that, there are different elements to a house that people don't see. For us, right off the get-go, one of the most important things for us is how we waterproof a house.
Waterproofing, yes.
Yes, because first of all, people are finishing their basements to such a degree now that, it's very important that this gets protected. It's great insurance. So we actually have a system that we use, and if you don't want to use that system, we actually get you to sign something saying that, on a Sunday night when we're having dinner, you're not calling me because your basement's leaking. So it's also a third-party warranty, so that it's a warranty that it's going to be good for as long as you own the home.
Well, let's talk specifics. Tell us about some of your most recent builds and maybe some of those common trends that you're seeing.
Okay, well, these days, everything is some kind of modern.
Some kind of modern,
Some kind of modern. There's, every house that we do now has elements. I mean, even in traditional houses now will have some glass railings and stuff. But, the main thing is for the modern homes is, there's a lot of people doing no trim around all the windows. So they got what's called reveal trim. So basically your baseboard, your drywall, and your casing are all the same plane. But also very common in houses now are metal stairs, and different varieties. We have metal stairs with big chunky wood caps on them, or very thin wood caps. We also have a lot of glass railings. Very typical now for a modern house to have.
It's so airy and open, right?
Yeah, exactly. So when we first started doing the combination of modern and traditional, some of the stairs were kind of wood with posts and glass. Now they're basically 99% of them are metal stairs with glass railings, different varieties. And a lot of people now are doing a very character grade engineered floor, right? Which, when we were doing a lot of traditional house, people were trying to get, very straight lines and get rid of, now they have, big knots, wide plank floors. And we've actually just done a house where we've actually done, on the whole main floor was concrete. Polished concrete, so no hardwood, no ceramics, just basically all monolithic concrete.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yeah. So.
Where are you focusing your building right now? What areas do you build in?
Well, our main office is in Burlington, but we build anywhere from Ancaster, Oakville, Burlington, Mississauga. We have a division in East York, North York, East York.
You've got it covered.
We got it covered.
All right, so how do we get in touch with you if we want you to build our home?
Website, www.profilecustomhomes.com, or conversely, you can email myself, Mike at Profile Custom Homes, or Joel at Profile Custom Homes direct. And on the website, we have our phone numbers, all the contacts.
Brilliant.
And our website will actually go through our whole system, how we can take you right from the beginning when you actually are looking for an architect, or if you have an architect, and right through the whole process.
Thank you so much for being here today.
No problem. You're welcome.